Peace, family. Welcome back to the channel. Right now, in today's society, inflation is really hurting a lot of people. Food prices, gas prices, everything right now is sky high. And a lot of people are struggling on a day-to-day basis, trying to pay their bills. And the reality is they don't even have enough money to pay their bills. They're going in debt. They're trying to borrow loans. They're begging people for money. They're asking people for money. And a lot of us are feeling it right now. And inflation is making so many people poor. So today we're going to talk about why inflation is making you poor. One of the reasons why is because the reality is when people are poor, people are struggling, people are more willing to accept handouts. And what this society wants to do is they want to keep you in an infant state so that you never get knowledge, you never get wisdom. You're always relying on them to come in and be your savior. You don't tap into the true power of God and understanding your mind and living in a reality that I can create a better lifestyle for myself. So we have to know that a lot of this is a tactic. It's a plan to keep you living on a poverty level, because if you're living paycheck by paycheck, you're struggling, you're hurting. The only thing you can think about is how you're going to get your next meal. You can't think about nothing beyond that. You can't think about building generational wealth, escaping this matrix, and building a plan to understand that I can leave a legacy. That's not your reality if you're living paycheck to paycheck. So inflation is wanting to keep you at a lower level, because what happens is the people that are already living in wealth, they already have generational wealth, they're getting richer, man. The rich keep getting richer, while the poor keep getting poorer. And that's the reality. When you're on a low vibration, when you're not able to buy the foods that you want, it's filling your body with more toxic stuff. So you're living on such a low vibration that you might be more willing to hurt your brother. You might be more willing to hurt your sister. You might be more willing to commit violent actions. And that's why we see a lot of our people living in these lower economic neighborhoods, bro. They're not operating on a high vibration. They're not operating with love in their heart. They're operating with anger, with jealousy, with envy. Or they might be worried, they might be anxious, they might be depressed, they might be running to bottles, they might run to drugs because they can't accept the reality of this. So inflation is meant to keep you poor, man. It's a design to keep the majority of us living in stress. Our energy, we're being used as a battery to give back to this matrix, man. That's the cold hard reality. When you're operating on a low vibration like that, where a lot of us, we're struggling, right? So you're struggling. I know you are. Majority of us are. You're struggling to pay your bills, and you're anxious. You're going to work. You might be working. You're working 40, so you think you have to get a second job. You might think that you have to get a second job, bro. A lot of this money is going in taxes, so you're not even seeing that. You're still working all these hours. You're tired. You're not able to go get healthy foods because a lot of organic foods are expensive. So a lot of these foods, byproducts of eating these foods, will put you in the hospital. Once you're in the hospital, you know, what ends up happening is you're having to take the drugs that they're prescribing you. Once you're taking the drugs that you're prescribing you, then you have to pay more money. So it's just like a system, a never-ending system that, you know, you're just designed to be in this matrix that they created for you, bro. And it's a cold, hard reality. A lot of people aren't really ready to hear some of these truths, but this is why inflation is keeping you poor, man. I know that you might not want to hear it. You might look for a solution, but the solution is for you to wake up first. You have to wake up and see that I have to train my mind to think beyond what I'm currently seeing. You have to tap into your imagination. You have to tap into God. You have to tap in with your spirit. You have to have faith. At that point, once you have faith, you have to start taking action in whatever you need to learn, man. You might just need knowledge, bro. You might need knowledge. You know, I'm giving this video, I'm spreading the knowledge that I have. And I know it's difficult, and we have to accept that sometimes it's not going to happen overnight. But the more you learn, the more you take action, the more you can start slowly working your way up. And you have to be, you have to be mindful of, you might need to continue to work. A lot of people want to give up, and they might just want to quit and not work anymore and not live in this matrix. But that's not reality for the majority of us. We can't just escape it like that overnight. We're here, we're in it, so we have to know that All right, what's my next step? Maybe you're making 30 to 50 grand. How do I get to 70 grand? Once I'm at 70 grand, how do I get to 100 grand? And once you put yourself in that, then you can start providing a little bit more of the things that you want for yourself. Once you start feeling like that, then you have a little bit more confidence because you can buy things that you want. And you can start designing a lifestyle so you can start saving money at this point. Once you start saving money, then you can start investing in different assets that help, give you residual income or just produce more money for you. And that's the thing, man. I want you guys to start learning how to use your mind properly so it's not used against you. And so you feel inflation, it's trying to keep you poor, it's making you poor because you may be at a poverty level right now, but you can change this. We can all change if we start to spread knowledge. And that's why, if you're watching it, if you made it this far, do me a favor, hit the like, subscribe, share this message out so more people that are battling with inflation right now, they can understand why. And, it's a design, man. This has been happening since the Great Depression. It's just a time period. They have agendas that they're trying to get pushed out. They have everything mapped out, and it's a tactic, bro. It's a war tactic. We're in spiritual warfare. You have to know that. This is all spiritual warfare. And that's the thing. If you see money as real, you're going to always be poor because money owns you, bro. A lot of us that are operating with God in our heart, that operate with the truth, we know that this money ain't real, bro. It's not even backed by gold. This money ain't real. So our true money is the heavens that in God. I'm saying our kingdom of heaven is within us. We know that God is going to provide the true glory for us. We know that we have grace. We know that we have a Holy Spirit. We know that this is all part of their plan. So, if we know this is a demonic world, what are we gonna? We're not gonna see money like that, bro. We use money as a tool, just like they use it as a tool. We use money to buy and exchange goods that we need. But if we can get to a point to where a community can come together and we can bypass money, which is extremely hard. I know it is, but that would be the end goal here. Men are needed to try to build something like that, so we can have a community, so we don't even have to worry about inflation. We learn how to grow crops. We can learn how to, make our own clothes and stuff like that. So we bring back the wealth. We bring back all the money to our communities. And that's what we need to know, man. We need to start rising up, gaining back our power. And a lot of these messages, they're not, a lot of people don't want to hear this because they're not ready to hear this, man. They're just struggling. That's what I'm saying. It's a struggle on a day-to-day basis. Trust me, I see it. I go to these lower income communities, man. I know how our brothers, I know how my sisters are living, bro. I used to live like that, where we didn't have the most, we had enough, but my mom was a single mom, man. We didn't have everything that we truly wanted, or my mom had to go into debt to get some of the things that she truly wanted, that we wanted, like a new pair of shoes or a TV or something like that. So it's a design, man. And I know you might not have a car, you might not have the shoes, you might be being bullied. Some people might be pick on you because you're quote unquote poor, but it's just a poor mindset, man. Once you change your mindset, you can change your life. We all have the ability to create wealth in our mind first, and that's where it needs to start. Wealth has to come within yourself because you can truly know that I'm wealthy no matter what. If I don't have no money in my bank, I'm truly wealthy because I have God's backing, man. I have God with me. I have God in my heart. And once you know that, what can truly stop you, man? Inflation can't make you poor because this ain't even real. Nothing can make you poor because you're just poor in spirit at that point. You're poor in spirit at that point, brother or sister. And I don't want that life for you no more, man. I want us to wake up collectively and embrace love and embrace light and change this world, because we can change this world, man. I'm a big believer. I know a lot of people are doom and gloom and they don't want to hear these messages because they just want to see how they want more people to just complain and complain and complain and complain and complain. And it's okay to complain, man. It is okay every now and then. But we got to have solutions too, bro. We got to have solutions to the problem, because if you're just giving out problems and you're just saying, well, let's just give up, let's just quit, I just want to give up, inflation's so high, I just want to give up, I don't want to be here no more, then that's one way to be it. You can be that way, but it's not going to be better for the future generations. You're just looking out for yourself, And maybe that's just your path. You're not here to look out for everybody like me. But I know I'm here on this planet trying to help change the world, man. I'm just trying to help for the future generations. I have a daughter. I don't want her to live a life to where everybody's poor. She don't know how to utilize money properly. And she don't learn that true money and true wealth comes from within yourself. It comes from God. I want her to operate in a great spirit. And if you have children, that should be your number one thing too, to teach them how to live with being happy with the small things, so that when they do get the big things, if they ever do get them, then they can be grateful. Attitude of gratitude is powerful, bro. It will change your life. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching this video. Until next time, peace.